You know that person who walks into a room and somehow everyone just wants to be near them? They're not the loudest, they're not the best looking, they're not even trying. But something about them just pulls people in, and you can't figure out what it is. Now, here's what's going to bother you. You've probably met someone like this and thought, what do they have that I don't? The answer, nothing. In fact, here's the crazy part. 87% of people, who others call magnetic, have no clue why people like them so much. Scientists asked them what their secret was, and most of them gave the wrong answer. They said confidence, humor, or good social skills. But brain scans showed something totally different was happening. And here's the twist. The people who try the hardest to be liked usually fail at it. The ones who worry about what to say, how to act, when to laugh, they're actually killing the one thing that could make them magnetic. Think about your last awkward conversation. That feeling when your mind is racing. Am I talking too much? Do they think I'm weird? Should I say something funny? That's not just nervousness. That's your natural magnetism getting choked out. Most people think being magnetic means being confident or funny or interesting. That's what everyone believes, and it's completely wrong because there's a hidden trait that works underneath everything. You can't see it on tests. You can't fake it, and the second you try to force it, it disappears. Scientists found this by accident in 1978. They were trying to figure out why some therapists got way better results than others, even when they used the exact same methods. What they discovered changed everything. But somehow, nobody talks about it. Here's what you're about to learn. Why trying harder to be liked actually pushes people away. What really happens in people's brains when they feel drawn to someone. And how to turn on this power you already have without pretending to be someone else. Let's go deeper. Because by the end of this, you'll understand why some people can mess up, say awkward things, and even look nervous, but people still love being around them, while others do everything perfect and still feel invisible. The crazy part? What you've been looking for outside yourself and has been inside you the whole time. Here's why this matters today, not someday. Every day, people are deciding if they want you around. Job interviews, first dates, work meetings, family dinners, even random chats at the store. And they're making snap decisions about you. The scary part, you're missing chances you don't even know about. That job went to someone who was easier to talk to. That date didn't work out because you didn't click. That friendship never happened because something felt off. And here's what hurts. You're probably fixing the wrong things. You think, I need to be funnier. So you memorize jokes. It feels fake. You think, I need better social skills. So you practice eye contact. It feels weird. You think, I need confidence. So you fake it. It's exhausting. Meanwhile, the magnetic people around you aren't doing any of that. They're not performing. They're not overthinking. They're not even trying. And that's exactly why it works. Here's the truth. Right now, you're only using about 40% of your natural ability to connect with people. You're the dimmed down version of yourself, and everyone can feel it. But before we fix this, you need to understand what's actually wrong. And let's talk about what those scientists found in 1978. They studied hundreds of therapists, same training, same methods, same everything. But some got way better results. The difference wasn't their skills, it was something else. They called it being psychologically present. But that doesn't really explain it. Most people are only half there in conversations. Their body is there, but their mind is split up. What do I say next? Do they like me? How do I look? What's in this for me? The other person can feel that split attention, even if they can't explain it, and it makes them uncomfortable. But magnetic people, they put 100% of their attention on the other person, not on themselves, not on what to say next, not on the outcome, just completely focused on that person. And here's the interesting part. This does something in the other person's brain. When someone feels truly seen and heard, their brain releases chemicals that make them feel good. You become connected to that good feeling in their mind. But here's what most people miss. This isn't about pretending to care so people will like you. That's just another trick. You're still making it about yourself. The real magnetic trait is deeper, caring about who someone is with no hidden plan, not how can I use them, not even how can I make them like me. Just who is this person? Wait, if that sounds too easy, here's why you don't believe it. Your brain is probably fighting this idea right now, and that's exactly the problem. Here's what most people think: you need to be magnetic. Cool stories to tell, quick, smart replies, looking successful, perfect social timing, all of that is performing. And it works. But only if you're naturally good at performing. For everyone else, it's tiring and fake. But here's what you're missing: humans can sense when someone is being real. Think about it. For thousands of years, people needed to know who to trust. Your ancestors had to spot who was truly helpful versus who was faking it. So we developed super sensitive detection. We can feel when something's off. When you're performing, people sense it without even knowing why. They just feel something isn't right. But when you're truly present and curious, their guard drops. Connection just happens. A study in 2016 tested this. They had people talk in two groups. Group A, told to make a good impression. Group B, told to really understand the other person. Group B was seen as 73% more likable, more charming, more trustworthy, more magnetic, even though they weren't trying to be. Because they weren't trying. Now, here's the important part that separates people who get it from those who don't. Most people hear this and think, okay, so I just focus on others. Wrong. That's still a trick. That's still trying to get something. The real trait is this: being okay with yourself while fully paying attention to someone else. Let me explain why that's different. Here's what's really happening. Magnetic people have solved a problem most people are still stuck in: accepting themselves. Think about why you can't fully focus on someone else. It's because part of your brain is protecting you. Did that sound dumb? Are they judging me? Should I be different? That voice in your head is trying to keep you safe, but actually it's creating the disconnection you're afraid of. Magnetic people have done something important. They're okay with being themselves. Not in an arrogant way, in a relaxed, I'm not perfect and that's fine way. This inner calm creates outer magnetism. Here's why. When you're not protecting yourself, you can pay attention to others. When you're not scared of rejection, you can be curious. When you're not performing, you can be present. And being present is the most attractive thing there is. Let me give you a real example. Elon Musk in interviews. Whether you like him or not, there's something magnetic about how he talks. Notice, he pauses a lot, sometimes for 10 to 15 seconds. Most people would panic, rush to fill the silence, worry about looking stupid. He just thinks, fully there with the question. No performance, no defense, just let me think about this. That presence, that lack of fear, that comfort with himself, it's magnetic. Even when he says awkward things, even when he messes up, the realness beats the imperfection. Now, here's what you haven't thought about. You already have this. It's just buried under years of trying to be what you think others want. You don't need to build it. You just need to uncover it. And here's how. Let's make this practical. Here's how to turn on your natural magnetism. Step 1. The 3-second reset before talking to anyone. Take 3 seconds and let go of trying to impress them. Ask yourself, what if I didn't have to impress this person? Feel your body relax. Feel the pressure lift. That relaxation is the start. Step 2, get curious. During the conversation, notice when you're planning what to say next. That's self-focus. Instead, get curious. What matters to this person right now? Not to use it, not to manipulate, just to know. That switch from what do I say to who are they? That's where magnetism lives. Step 3, be real. If you catch yourself performing, stop. Even mid-sentence, say something honest instead, even if it's awkward. Actually, I don't know what to say to that. People are drawn to honesty, even messy honesty, because it says, I'm real. You can be real too. Step 4. Practice for the next 7 days. Have one conversation each day where your only goal is to understand the other person. No impressing, no agenda, just curiosity. Watch what happens. People will lean in, open up, remember you, want to talk again. Not because you did anything to them, but because you gave them something rare, your full attention. Here's the hard part. This feels scary at first because you're dropping protection. Yeah, you're showing up as yourself. You're trusting that who you are is enough, and that's terrifying until you realize it's the only thing that works. Because magnetism isn't about being perfect, it's about being real and being present. Here's what I haven't told you yet, and this changes everything. The people who struggle most with being magnetic aren't awkward or quiet or weird. They're the ones who are tired from pretending to be someone else. Remember that video about being emotionally exhausted? This connects to that. When you're always performing, you're using all your energy on managing how you look instead of actually connecting. That exhaustion now kills presence. And without presence, magnetism can't exist. So here's the truth. Your magnetism isn't gone. It's just buried under years of trying too hard. The moment you stop trying to be magnetic, you become it. But here's what we're looking at next. What about people who cry easily? Everyone says it's weakness, being too emotional, losing control. But what if the psychology shows something totally different? What if people who cry easily actually have a brain trait most people don't have, and it connects to the same realness we just talked about? So next video is about the psychology of people who cry easily. It's not weakness. Because if you're starting to see that being real beats being perfect, you need to see what emotional honesty really means. Here's what I want to know. Have you ever met someone who made you feel completely seen? Someone who didn't do anything special, but you left feeling energized? Comment and tell me what they did differently. Because I'm testing a theory about whether magnetic people know they're doing it or if it just happens. And here's the real question. If you found out you had this power all along, just hidden under trying too hard, how would you show up differently tomorrow? Because some people will watch this and try to do presence. But smart people will realize they've been hiding from their own magnetism their whole life. Which one are you? Let's go deeper. See you in the next one.